Welcome, welcome, all my HAPS friends around the world. You're live with ChantalTV in Paris. This is Around the World with ChantalTV, actually. And yeah, I am home. I'm home. I'm broadcasting from home. This is sort of episode 4 or an extra episode, but this whole week with everybody streaming into HAPS from Periscope platform, I'm kind of confused. I'm showered with love, like so many of you are joining, and I'm incredible, thankful that you guys are following me here on HAPS. But that does mean that I have to continue with the show. So let's go. I'm going to introduce you guys to a wonderful guest. I think it's the lady with the most beautiful eyes of Periscope, Twitter, any social media in the world. She's going to be here with us today. This is Irina Ideas for Americans. For the Europeans, it's Irina. She's a multidisciplinary artist, and here she is.
Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for joining, and thank you, Chantal, for inviting me in here. Like, you invited me just in the right moment. I had no idea about how. Actually, I did, but I didn't know. Like, is it what's going on? Is it just for the journalists or what's going on? And then just the day before I discovered it, it was a few days ago when I was live streaming on Periscope, and somebody said, explore the house. So I did. And then Chantal comes in, why not? Let's explore it together. Let's do a bit of like a guest. And I was absolutely delighted. So thank you.
Thank you.
Being here.
Thank you, Irina. I think we have to look at quickly at the comments, because we have to welcome our Periscope friends for sure that all joined here. So I see Stacy, Earl, Adrien, our Twitter friend, like who was on Periscope. Pablo is here, Danny, Mark. I mean, happy Gora, Vel. Hello from Ansonia. Wow. And people
wonderful.
Wonderful
people.
Exactly. Exactly. It is absolutely amazing. They're all here watching you, watching me. So I'm going to ask you some questions, because in your description, it says multidisciplinary artist. So tell me about that, Irina.
Okay. Yes. So first, let's start from the beginning. As a child, in fact, just yesterday I was discussing on Twitter with Daniel Roberts, who's also a pianist, also streaming, and he asked me about like how did it start, and I was saying, oh, it's the piano was just in the home, and it's a family, musical family, not so much parents but grandparents and so on, and then it just found me somehow. The music grabbed me from the childhood. And so I went into the usual drill, the competitions, all of the dark side of this as well, into the classical. And then I went into the conservatory. But then I was always troubled by this becoming, just one thing, just limiting this horizon that's so limitless. Like, you could be anything or anyone you want to be in this world. So I was spreading slowly, even during my studies, into the painting and sculptures and all of this kind of stuff. And then now finally, after a lot of years of searching in the last 6 or 7 years, I really embraced all of this. I was also coding computers at some times, and psychology, philosophy, that's some of my studies, and even environmental activism. So it's a very kind of like a very spread out, but now basically it's just a multidisciplinary, doing visual and musical, and so that's it. And I really enjoy live streaming. That's part of my exploration. It's part of my artist statement. I think that we need to open this world to to our own world, to the intellectual. So close your mic. Oh, okay.
That's truly amazing. So you are, like, as you said before when we spoke before, the woman that is wearing a lot of hats. We don't know the expression, but I'm sure that somebody is going to tell us, the woman with many hats. But I think that is life in general is about wearing a lot of hats these days, especially in these times. You have to, reinvent yourself, and go on this journey, and live streaming involved, which is really fantastic. What I forgot
Yeah.
to tell them, they say closer to the mic. No, I think it's okay. You just have to.
Is it okay, mine?
No, it's fine. You're totally
Uh-huh.
fine. Um, so I always thought you were in China, or I mean, at least the last 6 months. But where are you at this moment? Because we're looking at this beautiful lake.
Right. Okay. So I'll give you a 360 for a moment. We are now, it's actually Adriatic Sea, but we are in the bay, and this is Montenegro. So
Oh
we are now in
wow!
Montenegro, and I was in China because of the art residency. Last year in 2019, I was scheduled to go in different places this year as well, like Finland, Spain, France, Italy, so many places, and then of course Singapore and China again. But as everybody knows, Corona stroke. So
Yeah,
now it has to be this place, which I'm really enjoying. I feel like a little bit blessed at the same time as not so blessed, because the career has been affected in a way that I can't travel, can't further the exploration in the specifically artistic world. So yes, so we are now. This is the Boca Bay. It's very historic. I like to share this, and also like to do a bit of art also outside. I'm all about open sourcing and sharing. That I'm sometimes thinking how internet is giving us this option, and the live streaming in particular. That for the first time in the history, we can share whenever we are, and we can kind of like reach uh, anybody from any corner of the world in a matter of second, and we can instantly connect. It's something that's very humane, in my opinion, like just sharing the from one world to another world.
yeah. This is what I think is truly amazing as well, and I think especially in this year, it's developed so quickly and so amazingly, and that's also probably why Periscope is being closed down, because Twitter wants to explore and develop things also more on a social level, that you can be more in contact with each other, so more because I think there's a lot of loneliness as well, like in this
Yeah,
world. Like we are very privileged that we have these group of people, these communities that we can talk to every day, and we can share our experiences with. But a lot of people, they don't have that, and they need also a little bit of guidance. And yeah, so it's yeah, that's pretty amazing. So how is the situation actually with the virus where you are? Are you locked up, or how does that work?
yeah. Well, it's like we went from first country in Europe to be virus free in May, because we managed to. We had absolute lockdown. It was just really extreme in May, just when the virus showed up, and then we kind of there was no new infections for a long time, so we opened up in June. But since we opened up, it slowly started rising, and now I think we are probably second or third most with most active infections. It's very bad. But that said, I think that the death rate is not as bad as it was like all over the world in March. I don't know whether it's a result of this virus kind of mutating. I was reading some articles that it's mutating because it has more spikes, so it's definitely more infectious. But as to the potency, I haven't read any article that scientifically confirmed. Maybe, but it seems that yeah, we do have a lockdown. It's not as strict as it was. Like we are supposed to, we have to wear. It's absolutely required. Wear the mask in the closed area, and also preferably in the open space. Not so much where I'm right now, because as you can see, there is absolutely nobody within the range of 300 meters at least. And
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't be endangering anybody except maybe the ghosts or some supernatural creatures. But yes, so it's a little bit sad because this is a tiny country, it's just 600,000 people. It's very beautiful, And it's not only this area where I'm living, but also there is spectacular national parks in the north, and then also a lot of diversity. And in terms of our climate, it's fairly good. I think we're getting a lot of messages. Maybe we should sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was also like peeking to the side. I was like, oh, there's lots of messages coming through. Like, let me see like what is happening here. I think people started to talk to themselves as well because
Yes,
they,
gets lost.
you know, they're like, oh, you let them chat. Yeah, that's good. We Jack of all trades. Jack of
Yes,
all
Mark
trades.
said that.
Yeah,
That's the one
exactly.
I have to memorize.
Yeah, exactly. It's the jack of all trades. It is, and then people were talking about some other. This is very true indeed. Holly says some people are hidden. Also interesting. Hello, like I think I can. Look,
Maria.
I can even like put a comment in the. I think in the top. Did that just work? Yes, there it comes. Linny comments. Hello, lovely ladies. So nice to see you here. I like that.
Lini is actually celebrating a birthday today.
Happy birthday.
It's a very special.
Happy birthday, Linny. We can't sing together because it's very hard to sing that. But really happy birthday. And my birthday is in 2 days.
Oh, wow. Well, I must memorize. That's Sagittarius, right?
Exactly.
A lucky one.
It's funny. Like somebody is here saying, hi, Chantal, check the petition for saving Periscope. Well, I think we all going to move to Twitter Live and it's going to be fine. Guys, don't panic. Don't panic. We will continue Periscope on Twitter Live, and we have all discovered apps, so we can all still chat and we can all still hang out. Save Periscope.
No, yes,
that's cute.
Well, that's the thing. Like one door closes, another one opens.
Exactly.
So fortunately, we still have Twitter, and that seems stable. So, but then also, this is very exciting to be on hubs. I really like the design. I know that probably people are a little bit, maybe the opinions are divided. I love this dark mode. And then also the fact that you can multicast. Is it multicast or multi-stream? I've never 100% sure how.
I call it multi-stream. That's what I call it. But I know that on StreamYard and stuff, they call it multicast. So I think it's the same word. So you can multi-stream, you can cross-platform. So you can go to, we can cross. So that is nice. Like you can monetize if you want. You can have membership, so you don't have to open a Patreon. It is pretty amazing what is going on here. But anyway, we need to know more about you. Haps is great. But there's so many people already discovering this. So, and they should follow us on Twitter, because that is one really important thing. They should follow us on Twitter and put the notification bell in the Twitter, like to get an announcement for the live stream. So you're Irina Rex.
So Ideas Rex. Just Ideas Rex at Ideas Rex for Twitter.
For Twitter, or you just look up Irina's Ideas,
and then even Irina Ideas, it will come out, of course. Yes,
exactly, and that will also come up. So what you see here, I kind of put it in the picture as well. And of course, ChantalTV, follow me there as well. Sir Kelp already told me happy birthday. What was that noise?
I'm sorry. There's always noise. We are in the Balkans now. That's a little bit of a dark side. Somebody's doing some construction, and I see on the roof, people on the roof. So if this happens, have to move.
Because I'm looking, I hear that, and I'm like, but hold on, we are in paradise. I didn't know they were doing construction in paradise.
Exactly. So we have to adjust always to be flexible to the new realities that might emerge. Something, it spices things up. I remember once when I was live streaming on the balcony, I think it was either painting or music, and then somebody was doing, oh my God, it's now very noisy, and somebody was doing just walking away from them. What was it? The cutting of the grass. It's very noisy with those kind of machines. And then somebody said, "I hear a chainsaw." So it seemed like all this beautiful nature, and then maybe somebody will go after me with a chainsaw. Suddenly it turns into a hell. I was having that vision in my mind. So funny.
Wow,
All the moments.
that's really funny. So I have another question because Christmas is approaching. I'm going to give us a different view now. Hold on, like I'm being fancy here. Look, we're going to go back in the two splits. Yes, and then I can put me on the left and you on the right. Um, Look at that! You're doing such a good selfie, and it's so stable. Bravo. What does a
It's the
Christmas in Montenegro look like? What do you do? Like, is it on the 24th, the 25th, the 26th? Yeah, how does that work?
interesting aspect. Actually, it's not at all at that time. It's on the 7th of January.
Oh,
So because it's a different calendar, the Europe, because this is more Orthodox Christianity in Montenegro. I personally am not that religious, but I respect all the religions. And intellectually, and maybe in terms of the belief, I'm more gravitating toward Taoism. So I felt at home in China. But in general, so in here, it's just like I think it's regular, just putting the Christmas tree there, celebration, a lot of decoration, and just the dinner, the traditional, very full of all sorts of delicacies, dinners, and when it comes to the cuisine, well, I don't know if there is some particular. I think they make this special type of bread, and then it has to have some kind of design. If somebody wants to be really following the religious instructions, and then there is also a very particular thing. It's called Badnja Veče on the 6th, right before the Christmas day. I don't do this because I'm not Montenegrin. I just live here. My parents are not from here. But so maybe I might make some mistake in case somebody who is originally Montenegrin and is celebrating this. So on the 6th day, it's called Badnja Veče, and they are burning badnjak, it's called. And that means I'm not 100% sure of which English word for this type of tree, that they cut small branches, and then they also decorate that, and the night before Christmas they bring that in front of the door of their homes, and then it has some kind of a very interesting meaning, spirituality in some form. I'm sure that this dates back to the pagan times, because this place was, even though it was Christian since a long time ago, I think there was some aspect that were absorbed, like, for example, a glory day. That's another thing that also each family celebrates separately. And it's
oh,
probably
wow.
a remnant from the Roman times. So it's interesting. And then I think in the morning of of the Christmas, it's a
Of the
custom
7th?
that the boy visits, a boy of a relative families visits all the relatives and bring gifts, and
Oh,
yes.
wow. So
So
there is no Father Christmas involved in that then?
sorry, what's Father Christmas?
No, I
You
said
mean Santa Claus?
there's no Santa Claus involved in that. There is no like guy in a red
Uh,
suit.
there is actually, yeah, but I think it's kind of more emphasis. Yes, so more emphasis I think is actually in the, trying to adjust without jumping into the water so that you can see both. Yeah, so there is not that much emphasis on the Santa Claus, but yeah, definitely for the kids, it's all the excitement. And I think that there is more of more of the embracing the Western European traditions in that sense. Like, for example, I remember in some years ago, decoration was not that excessive, but now, not maybe excessive, it wasn't that much
Important.
present,
Yeah.
yes, of that much importance. But now in the last maybe few years, it's much more and much earlier. In America, usually as soon as the Thanksgiving finishes, it's already starting the excitement for the Christmas. So there is all the decoration ready. And so it's kind of becoming a little bit like that. I've already seen some Christmas trees, even though it's just on the 7th of January because it's a different calendar. Gregorian, and what's the other name? See, my brain just 46 kilobytes of memory.
I have 3 terabytes. No, I'm kidding.
I can imagine.
No, no. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, yeah, no. I know that here in France we have like the Santa Claus is basically he's more in the beginning. You have like on the 6th of December, Saint Nicolas. Then you have like Christmas here. Christmas here is finished before it starts in America because here it's on the 24th at night. So that's the big family dinner, and then they give presents out at night, and then Christmas morning on the 25th is done. So there is nothing to do. So that is easy. So then we can pack
right,
up. Then we can pack up the tree. And then they have the fair. They have this cake around the 6th, 7th of January, and then they're all eating this cake. And then there's a king and a queen, so they have it also around those dates because it's a Catholic country. So probably
right.
something related with Orthodox Christianity. I don't
Yeah,
know. It's
that's
it's
interesting. I've never really been an expert in that. Yeah, I think so. I mean, in fact, in this place, there was during the Napoleonic Wars, it was under France for a short period, just a few years. Then there was Russians. Then there was so many from the Byzantine, Venetians, so on and so forth. But I think it's more Spanish influence in here, more Spanish, Italian, definitely Italian.
yeah, because
So
it's next
it's
door. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Just across, we are sharing
Yeah.
exactly the same water.
Yeah.
So yes,
Yeah, and yeah, we should maybe look at some comments because I see a lot of people
yes, I think so.
saying hi. So Sir Kelp say hi. Maria says hi. Melissa M. Piano Scope. We're getting like all these like rewards as well, which is fantastic from the Habs. Buffalo. Melissa M. Do you know Melissa M?
Um, hold on.
You're like,
Um,
and Dean is here. Dean, I said that yesterday. He was the first one to tip me on Habs like months ago, and then I was still resistant. And in the end, I was like, well, I should go open an account. Um, then I got hooked. Hi, Shendrix. Hi, Shendrix. And
Phil
then here,
Lepel.
yeah, let me just present live another comment. My computer is so slow that I don't dare to, with this stuff. I'm like I can only basically make like layouts, but when I start to present stuff, it's so slow. Montenegro is an awesome place. Paris rocks better. Well, there is no comparisons here between these two places because I would love to be there because it is just, I know, like my husband has been there as well, and he says it's incredible. He really enjoyed being there. So maybe in the near future.
Yes,
But
exactly. Visit exactly, and then we
exactly,
can actually be not even sharing the screen, but so many in one screen. Why not? Because like a
exactly.
live
We
is just
share
an
one
introduction.
one camera. We share one
Exactly.
camera, not like several cameras.
Exactly.
Um, but what will be the first place you will be visiting when the disease is gone, or
Right.
whatever we have it under control, or whatever it is?
Yeah. Well, actually, I have a lot of things going on in China, even though I'm not in China. Just this morning, I was liaising about some paintings that they were asking for because there will be exhibition in Shanghai, and they asked me already a long time ago, will you be available? And then they also exhibited me in several places in Hainan and so on and so forth. And because I've left quite a collection in there. And so it's convenient because, then they just take it even though I can't be present. And then so there is a lot of residencies, and also I've been doing some designs. I just do a design, and then they do a public sculpture in a large scale, usually iron. So this year, so I was kind of navigating that via not streaming, Zoom, just like video instructions. And then I was also giving them the designs. And so there is a lot going on in China. I suspect that I'll probably have to go to China for some period, to collect the paintings as well, and to attend at some, because I also have a few exhibitions scheduled there in Beijing and Shanghai. where I have to be absolutely present. When it comes to the group exhibition, it's fine, but if it's just me, then like you can't open the exhibition without the artist. That will be
Yeah.
completely.
Yeah,
Although,
this is weird, like especially when there are already events going on and
yeah,
you are
online.
still stuck. Yeah.
Right. It is very very sad for the artists, and in a way, I'm lucky that I'm multidisciplinary, because if I was just, I think I was just continuing with the piano, then I would really be in trouble because like how can you do that online? Although now, of course, there are a lot of efforts and people are trying to migrate, but I think it will take some time. Maybe Corona, in that, even though there are so many bad sides to it, in this side that is pushing the world to go more online is maybe good, because it will definitely make people embrace the experiencing of things online. So especially with the art world, which is very close, like I'm used to giving these artist talks just with the small circle of people, specialized the audience, and I'm always wondering, why does it have to be close circle? Like all of the Zoom conferences I've been attending with, it was, the highly protected passports and everything. Did
Yeah,
I say
this is
passport? It's passport. I'm saying passport. Freudian slip. I want to travel. Now that we are talking about this, yes.
yeah, passport, here it goes. Yeah, but I think with because I was in photography for a long time with artists, like I was managing, like being an agent and also helping to organize exhibitions. The problem is if you keep, like one of my photographers was always saying, it's great to be in an exhibition, but there is only such an elite small group who can see
Right.
that. So she wanted to have all her artist work published in magazines. I'm talking about 2004, 2005, because she says, if I publish then my artwork in the magazine, there will be a lot more people exposed to my work and people will see it. So it's a little bit that same experience what's going on now. Like if you only keep it in the gallery, it is so limited. Well, if you put it out on the I'm touching my plants. If you're putting it out to the world, like through live streaming or through the internet, the experience of seeing something in real life or hearing it in real life is not the same, because that
Yeah.
whole, like, that feeling, I mean, I know especially with music but also with art, it's the best to see it in real life. But before you see it in real life, maybe you want to experience or discover it first online. So that is what I think is beautiful about the internet
Right.
at the moment.
Yeah, 100% correct. I didn't know that you're also working with the artist in that respect. That's new. Excellent. Yes,
Yeah.
it's
For
and then of course.
14 years I was an agent. Yeah.
Wow, wow,
Yeah.
fantastic. Yes.
Yeah.
So, and besides China, it will also be so the European. So I don't know. I think Lenin here asked, maybe just to answer the question. I just saw it while you were talking. It was yes, about being safe. Going back to China, 100%. Actually, China is cameras everywhere. Beijing feels very safe. I was so nervous. I even went there, just bought the ticket 3 months, and I was certain, this is great for career, for my CV. I'll just go there because this is such a competitive kind of residency out of 1,700 people, and then there was a big selection process and so on and so forth. So I went, but then I saw a lot of fresh air. Within the artistic world, a lot of thirst for knowledge, and a lot of open-mindedness. So I decided to stay. That's why I stayed the 6 months. But I was actually scheduled to go to the residencies in Finland, France, Spain, in the Iceland. There was so Portugal and all of these places. But I think now, in the light of Corona, and maybe some of the organizations as well, and museums might be affected, negatively, because art is just cut. It's as if there are scissors and they cut. And I suspect, specifically sympathize with the organizations that depending on all of this, scheduled art events that just had to close, and that means all the funding have been cut. But I suspect it's probably going to be back with Finland is safe, two places. One will be more music centered, another will be more visual arts. Those igloo, they have a huge gallery with this huge igloo where will be possible to present. And I like to experiment, interdisciplinary. Maybe that will be actually realistically easier to go right after the corona, and then maybe when it stabilizes completely, go back to China for another maybe a few months. I don't know. Ideally, I should be dividing my time between Europe and China in the following few years, which is why I'm learning Chinese as well. But
Oh
that's not
wow.
going very fast.
Oh wow. So you're learning, so you're learning Mandarin or what? Which?
Mandarin, yeah,
Yeah, Mandarin.
Mandarin.
Oh, very good. Because how many languages do you speak?
It's just I call it Serbo-Croatian, but now it's called Montenegrin. There was a war, there was
Yeah, yeah,
separation of all of
exactly.
these countries.
Yeah.
So yes, that's the mother tongue, and the next one is just English. And so now I was learning when I was in France. In fact, I spent a lot of time in Paris. I was having some master classes with piano and also concerts, and I was enjoying a lot. So I wanted to learn French because my grandmother was fluent in French.
Oh wow.
And yeah, and so it was, but then I don't think I picked up that much. I can just few words. It's embarrassing. I'm not the language person. And even now, when I was in China, it was 5 months. I think I only learned 5 words and some numbers. It was embarrassing.
No,
It's just
no,
unbelievable.
no. But I mean, you are. What did they say before? The lady? No, not the lady with the many hats. It was the
The
um
trade,
the
jack of
trade,
all
the
trades.
jack of all trades, or
Mark
the
said. No,
yeah.
but I think all of us are. All of us. Here are some people joining. Namaste. Suyog. I know Suyog from Mumbai.
Oh
Yes,
wow.
and also congratulations on the GSA nomination. I don't know who. I know that. I think they nominated both of us. So thanks.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Yes, for the Golden Squirrel Award, we were both nominated. Yes.
Thank you.
I don't think I was ever nominated for anything on my live streams.
The same for me. I think it's the same for me. I can't really, but in general, I'm not too keen on the competitions because I think that everybody has their own individual. Even when people say beauty, it's such an individual thing. Like everybody has so much beauty within, and then sometimes the world is so youth centric, and in fact, I don't think it has to be. Beauty is within. And it's just a
Exactly.
question of who is radiating and who isn't. And this is a question of self improvement, which we
Exactly.
all have a chance of. Yeah.
No, it's beauty is within. This is like something my daughter is really struggling with because she models, but she's also a student at McGill because I'm a McGill mom. Um,
Ah, nice. Well
and
done.
and she really struggles with that part because she thinks that in the modeling, many models are judged on their beauty and not on their well, also on the personality, but not like on what is really within, unless you make a very strong statement. And yeah, it's hard for her. It's hard for her because she's,
Right.
like there's more than also beauty from the outside and you
Right.
know you
It's all
know
about charisma as well, and like really the personality. I think I don't know much about that world, but yeah, I can imagine.
yeah.
Like it's
Yeah, that
internal
is
gravity, right?
exactly. I see so many. Oh, did you win? No, I don't think I won, otherwise I
No,
would
no.
have seen that in my Twitter feed.
Right.
But I
Exactly.
think we were
Same for
asleep.
me.
Yeah, I think we were asleep when that was all happening. Or I don't know what time you are dealing with China, like if that is like 3 or 4 in the morning. We got Roger Blackwell gave a mic drop. Wow, I think guys, so thank you so much for like giving us like comments and all that. I just can't. There's still little bugs here in Habs that I can't that we can't stroll quickly through it. But anyway, yeah, Irina, do you have anything to add to all this in our talk?
Well, it was a pleasure. I don't know. I think this is really fantastic that we all connected and that I see all of these people joining us. And I'm hoping that in the following period, as we kind of slowly or fast migrate from Periscope onwards to different and hopefully in here, as I see a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of people, so that we can do maybe some more of joint streams like this. Actually, I think it's
Exactly.
my first, probably my first. I've never done in Periscope as well, this kind of a joint streaming, which is exciting. Why not? Like, and then, you know, I can explore the world even more into the togetherness, because I like to say internet is all about the togetherness. We have all the differences, we have all of the different opinions, maybe sometimes we don't like something, but that's fine as long as we I think accept that we don't like, we accept that other one as well in a respectful way. So it's wonderful to open our mind to all of this diversity, and to live in togetherness, to go together, and to explore everything together. And I think also Robert, yes, Daniel Roberts also joined us, who is also a fellow pianist. I think I mentioned him at the beginning. So it's a great symmetry. And here,
Oh
oh,
wow,
Roger said I like models who look natural. Exactly. Yes. So that's
exactly.
it. I think
Yeah, no,
hopefully
that
we'll do
is
more of
very
this.
nice. But I just pushed on Daniel's uh, oh, now he's gone. I clicked on his profile and it was hiding your face, and I didn't know how to get out of it. And I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
No, but this are
Yeah.
really, I can't really add anything to what you just said, because it is about togetherness. It is about, I think we should really collaborate all on different levels here on live streaming. And I basically have been waiting for 5+ years till we could actually bring each other in and do like these collaborations and talks, and because it is just, it's amazing that we, now I'm in
Yeah.
Montenegro, you're in Paris, and the next time I'm with Louise in New Zealand, or I'm with Rosella in Italy. It is just, it is truly, truly,
Exactly.
it's truly amazing. So I'm going to say thank you so much, Irina. So guys, make sure to follow Ideas Rex on Twitter. That's Irina. Or here on Habs, Irina Ideas. So that's all very easy to find. And ChantalTV on Twitter, and here also on Habs TV. So thank you so much. And I'm just
Thanks
going
so
to
much.
close it down like here with us together. So bye, everybody. Thank
Have a
you.
great
Thank you
time.
so
Thank
much,
you, Chantal.
Irina.
Thanks everyone for joining. Bye.
Bye.